Now to a News Channel 3 special. We highlight the go-to woman who used her hands, not her voice, to help others during the mudslide disaster. News Channel 3's Tracy Lair introduces us to the certified sign language interpreter who deaf residents relied upon for crucial information.
We're tracking flash flood warning.
Intense rainfall, southbound traffic on the 101.
This is what any of the numerous Montecito mudslide news conferences might have sounded like to those who are deaf or hard of hearing.
I'll let you know the day.
People like Ken McClellan.
You know, I know there are a lot of deaf people around here, and we feel invisible often because of our deafness. You can't hear, but it doesn't show. So we live with it.
There you go.
For this story, interpreter Joe Black is helping us interview Ken.
This is the 101 freeway north.
But when Highway 101 was closed by the mudslide,
Well, I did quite a series of community meetings out at San Marcos for the fire, and then with the mudslides, I kind of had my whole habit thing ready to come in and couldn't. But it was it was frustrating, except, you know, you turn it on and Katie's there doing it.
Katie is Katie Voice. Yes, Voice is her last name.
I know I'm not the best interpreter on the face of the earth, but I knew this experience and I thought, whatever I need, I already have. So I'll just do it.
On the day of the Montecito mudslides and for many days after, she spoke volumes with her hands.
If not for Katie's interpreting, I would have had no idea where what was happening and what roads were closed. 101 was closed, and it makes a big difference.
I'm so overwhelmed and at the same time feel like it's deeply real and personal, and we've all connected.
Katie volunteered the night of the candlelight vigil for the men, women, and children killed or lost in the storm.
I just wanted to take off my shoes. I felt like I was standing on holy ground.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
She commuted each day from Napomo, but for years, Katie had called Montecito home.
And I know the mountains, and I know the canyons, and I know the experience. But at that time, I was a singer. I was at the Music Academy of the West, and I moved into an estate, a little cottage that was on Glen Oaks Drive. And that was a place severely hit. So I didn't have a lot of money. A lot of the people in Montecito are not rich. I was one of those.
Her Glen Oaks cottage was near Rebecca Riskin's home. The realtor was one of the first victims found.
So I know for sure now it's gone. Prior to that, I had lived here on Conejo Road, and my home was burned down in the tea fire, and that was almost exactly 10 years ago.
Katie's younger sister inspired her to learn American Sign Language, known as ASL.
I did grow up with a deaf sister, and I did pick up sign language, and I did take sign language classes at Santa Barbara City College.
Hey, so here I am.
Her mentor, Larry Littleton, became the first person ever to be seen signing for deaf viewers on Channel 3 during live coverage of the storm of '95.
I said, put me on the screen, put me in there, let me get the information out. This is important, this is an emergency.
The rainfall from midnight on was 8 inches.
The teleprompter wasn't working.
So all the reporters gave me their notes, and I laid their notes down on the floor. And when I said, okay, I'm ready, I memorized as much as I could, and I told the director, put me on, they put me on, and I signed everything that I read on the floor.
It was an amazing thing to turn on the TV and not have any captions available, and information was hard to come by. And then all of a sudden, here's Larry in the bubble looking down at the floor and then signing, and looking down at the floor and then signing. It was great.
Littleton lives in Hawaii now.
Even though I'm here in Hawaii, my heart is still in Santa Barbara. And I code for everybody, not just to the community, but for the interpreters who were working their tails off. It was just unbelievable.
Mute, sir. She can hear you.
Signing is becoming more mainstream. It's even spoken by the main character in the Oscar-nominated film The Shape of Water. Ken says it's a step towards equality in communication.
So Tracy Lair, News Channel 3.
proper names use the ASL alphabet, while words are expressed through movements.
And always I would say the best person to teach you is a deaf person.
Ken offered to teach me how to sign.
The letter L from the alphabet.
Instead, I asked him to pitch in and sign off this report.
Okay. That's Tracy Laird from KEYT. There she is, and I love you.